Am I live? Am I live? Am I live in here? Hey, family. Hey, it's Maya here from Rooted Vines, your herbal alchemist. And I want to say, number one, before I even get started, thank you so much. I have hit 100 subscribers. You guys are amazing. I got to create some type of video to say thank you all for supporting me and watching my videos. I hope that I am giving value to your life. Oh, Booby, can you turn off the TV? Oh, sorry, you guys. I was trying to be on time and I was on time. So I want to thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, it's just amazing. I finally did it. So I'm excited. Thank you so much. Look, you guys, today I'm coming on and I thought I would do something a little different. Number one, if you do not know me, I'm Maya Anderson, the owner of Rooted Vines, where we save lives one sip at a time with inner alchemy in our herbal teas. And what else do I want to say? I am your herbal alchemist. Okay. So we talk about inner alchemy. We talk about herbs, and I definitely talk about my plants. As you can see, I have lots of plants. That is my go-to source of relief of anxiety and stress. Love my plants, love my herbs. So you guys, I thought we would chat a little bit about at least do a icebreaker about what if. We'll play the what if game. So I know no one's in here now, but that's okay. Let's see. I wrote down some notes about this. So I will present some what ifs and then we'll talk about what ifs. And so, like, an example would be, what if you could travel anywhere in the world? Where would you want to go? All right. And I'm just going to type in some things here. The what if game. Play the what if. Hey, Meg, how are you? How are you doing? I'm so glad to see you. If game. I have checked out your videos and I love it because I am a traveler myself. I love to travel. I'm trying to get myself together here. I'm doing really good. I'm excited because I got 100 subscribers, Meg. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate you. Thank you so very much. So I am so excited. And so it's so funny that you popped on because thank you so much. My first question was, if you could travel anywhere, what if you could travel anywhere in the world, dimensions, wherever, where would you want to go? And so I know that you have a lot of like travel type videos, which I love. And I have to tell you that I really love the, was it the library video? Maldives. I want to go to Maldives too. I want to be in the bungalows over the water. Oh, it looks so calming and so beautiful. Oh, one day, it's on my it's on my bucket list. One day I will be able to travel there, and so will you, Miss Meg, and you can tell everybody about it. I can't wait. So, Meg, are you a travel agent? I wasn't sure if you were a travel agent or if you were just someone who likes to travel a lot. Oh, you're not. Okay. Okay. I was wondering if you were or not. So I love your videos because it just gets my imaginations going. Yes, yes. Now, do you only do like land, or do you like to cruise too? Because I'm a cruiser. I like to get I like to go on the ships because I love culture. So I like to hit a lot of different areas at once. And that's why I like to cruise. Of course, the sea days don't hurt either. It's so calming out there. Oh, you do both. Okay. You're like me. I like both too. My husband likes land better, but I like to see so many different things. And I feel like I can't see enough when I do land trips. I don't know. I feel like we just stay in a silo more so. And I guess a lot of people feel that way about ships. Oh, yeah, yeah. Go do what you got to do, Meg. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So we are talking about what ifs. So we are saying, The first question was, if you could travel anywhere in the world, universe, dimensions, wherever, where would you want to go? So Explore with Meg, if you have not checked out her channel, please do. It is wonderful if you're someone who loves to travel, love to do things outside the box when traveling. Her videos are really good. It always gets my heart going and my mind going, and then helping me to wonder where my next vacation, or where I want to take my next vacation, I guess. Let's see. The next question would be, if you woke up with and could have any type of superpower, what would it be? That's a good one. I've never really thought about that. I mean, it's on my example question, but I don't know what type of superpower I would want. No, I do know, because I've been praying for it since I was young, to speak every language ever spoken in time, and to be able to write and read it. That would be my superpower. I would want that as a superpower. I think that's kind of cool, right? I know a lot of people would probably say, what do they say, like to be invisible, to time travel. I would do time travel too. I think time travel would be number 2. But I think I would want to speak every language ever spoken, ever, anywhere, including animals. I'm gonna put that in there too. I mean, if we're gonna be like, what if? Why not? So I'd be able to speak to animals too. Any language, period. I would be able to speak, communicate, read, all of it, right? That would be my superpower. I would love that. Let's see. So I don't have anyone in the chat room, because I would ask, what if somebody else did a what if question, but that's okay. We can keep going. What if every emotion had a color? And I kind of think that emotions do have colors. Like, a lot of people would say, like, red would be angry, blue maybe would be cool, gray, sad, pink. I don't know. Pink would be kind of joyous, huh? Pink, orange, unpredictable, or maybe spontaneous. I think the color orange would be spontaneous. What other colors we have? Yellow would be like happy. So maybe, but that wasn't really the question. Well, yeah, it was, right? The emotions of colors. If emotions had colors, it kind of reminds me of the movie. What was the movie with the little girl with the emotions? And they had the different feelings. Now I can see it in my head and I can't think of it, but I'm sure you know what it is. But that's really cute. And what if technology could read our thoughts? Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Like, I watch Fringe. Fringe is, I've watched it like a million times. It's ridiculous. But there's an episode where this guy, he has to live way out in the woods because he can read people's thoughts. Could you imagine what people would be thinking in their most deepest, back conscious, unconscious, mind? The things that people would be thinking or saying to themselves or saying about someone else, or those random thoughts that just pass through your head that you're like, you don't even know where they come from. Can you imagine if technology could read your thoughts? That would be wild to me. I don't think a lot of people would make it. I think the embarrassment, the shame, because we're humans, right? Humanity. And with the things that we watch on TV, the things that we read, like, things just on the news just enter your mind. And sometimes they are just horrible things. Does that make you a horrible person? Absolutely not. It does not make you a horrible person, but things just come in. It's almost like on your feed, where you can train your feed to give you good things, but every once in a while something weird and outside the box and not even on your radar will pop in. I think that's how your mind works sometimes. Like, you are going around and then all of a sudden some weird dark thought comes across your mind and you're like, what is that? Like, where did that even come from? Like, I wasn't even on that trajectory, but boom, there it is. So it would be kind of crazy for technology to read our thoughts. And if they found a way for technology to read our thoughts, and I know a lot of people are like, well, I be thinking stuff and I open the phone and what I'm thinking is on my phone, which is scary. It does make you stop and pause and think about that, right? But I don't know. I don't know. That's a little scary. That's a little scary. So what else? What if money did not exist, you guys? What would we do if money did, if there was not a type of currency? What would our world look like without a type of currency? It would be like the bartering system, I guess, right? Whatever you did, like if I liked plants and herbs, and then Susie liked to do crochet shirts, I guess the bartering system of whatever you're doing would become our currency if money didn't exist. And I guess that's true because money really hadn't been around for a long time when we think of, when we go all the way back to the primitive time, right? So I guess your skills, whatever you're good at would become your currency. And maybe even intellectual, would intellectual property be also tangible as far as money is concerned? That's really something to think about, especially today. Actually, that does tie into what's going on today in our world. Would that be something that we would have to go back to? I don't know if a lot of people have been thinking about that. Like, what would be currency if our banks went down? What could we have in our homes that we could barter with other people? Would it be our herbs? Will it be batteries? Will it be candles? Will it be alcohol for like cleansing wounds or something like that? Like, what would you have plenty of to barter with your neighbors and other people if money just was not in existence or everything went down? And I think that is something that we have to think about today. What is your backup plan, right? Because if right now the dollar is backed up by what? Nothing. Gold does not back up our dollar. It's literally just paper, okay? Paper with somebody's face on it, really. Decorative paper that gets us things, but it hasn't been backed by gold for so long. And when we think about that, a lot of people don't have gold, so we would definitely have to do something. And it's something to think about, a plan B for yourself if money just had zero value for the collective. I guess I will say, right? And let's see, it would, that would be so crazy because it would affect so much, right? Even in relationships. Think about this. Because we always, I hear this argument all the time, men, women, whatever, what does a man bring to the table, a woman brings to the table, whatever. But what if money didn't exist? What would stop people from getting together then? If money did not exist, what would stop people? How would dating look? How would marriage look? Hey, Nydia, how you doing, girl? How are you? Look, did you see that I hit 100 subscribers? I'm so excited. Thank you so much because you are part of the 100 and I appreciate you so much. I'm so excited. I'm just in thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just in here talking about the what if game, and I had posed a question about what if money didn't exist in the world. And then I started getting deeper because I was like, well, it might not exist in the world in a few months or a year or so, right? The banks could go under, the money would be worth nothing. What would we do? What do you have tangible in your home that you could barter with your neighbors or your community if money was no longer any good? And then I started thinking about, what about relationships? Because a lot of relationships today are based on what can you give me or do for me? But what if money didn't exist or we didn't have money anymore? What would relationships be based on when it came to getting married? Like, would people still be like, oh, you got to be able to do this? Or would it be like old days? Oh, you got to have like 5 sheep or you got to have like, you got to be able to produce a certain number of vegetables or something for relationships to happen, right? So I'm thinking on that level, like, this is crazy. If money just stopped being around, how would we function as a society? And then how would relationships work? Because that's money is such a big conversation around everything. So I was just kind of thinking about that. I was just playing the what if game. So, and we had started out talking about if um if you could travel anywhere, where would you want to go? So if Nydia, if you're still in here, if you could travel anywhere, where would you want to travel to? Where would be your dream place? Any dimension? It would be back to the old days. We would pay things with food and cat. You're right. With food, it would go back to the old days. So then that's your plan B. So when we think about that, what would you have right now that you would be able to barter with from your home, that you'd have a plethora of, that you know that people would need? Like, would it be flour? Would it be rice? Would it be herbs? Do you have a garden? Like, is it batteries? Is it candles? Like, I think like nowadays we really need to start thinking about that. Oh, I didn't think about that. You are absolutely right. The men would have to prove that they could hunt. They would probably have to hunt, be able to build like shelters, be able to start a fire. I look at a lot of men today and I wonder how many could start a fire. Like, how many went through the Boy Scout group, right? How many could start a fire and keep their family warm or keep their family safe? How many men now can do the survival techniques? And I know there's a lot of preppers out there, but I think they're far and few when you just look at society as a whole. I think a lot of men don't know how to survive. A lot of men don't know how to fish. And I'm not talking about all men. I'm just saying there is a big chunk of men that don't have like those rough, tough survival skills when we look out here. And you're absolutely right, Nydia. These men would have to really prove themselves out into the woods. I would like to visit Africa too. I had talked to my husband about thinking about moving over there. Like, I would love to go and live in Senegal, and he would love to go and live in Ghana, but we're going to try and plan a trip maybe next year to a place called Mauritius. Now, I don't know if you can live in Mauritius. I know there's resorts, but and it's very pretty, but I would love to move over there. I don't know how that would look, but maybe sometimes, God be calling you out of her and you got to go. So I don't know. I'm listening. I'm listening to the Most High. When it's time to make the move, hopefully we are ready and we have our lamps lit and we don't have to go back for oil. So I always think about that. Always be prepared, listening to your spirit and listening to what the Most High is telling you, because the times are getting so dark and so confusing that we might have to pick up and go and leave everything behind. We might be back in the times of Egypt. You got to get up and go. You got to get up and go when it's time to go. So I love it when we think about what if. That is, yes, really not a place to live and really build. It's mostly businesses here. Yeah, it is. And it's sad. I think community, we've lost the sense of community. And the Most High did not build us to be a silo. We need each other. Everybody who was created with a purpose. We need each other. So it's sad that people would break off, but we have a lot of fractured minds and fractured thinkings because, and this is a true saying, hurt people. We don't know what people have been through, and then they can no longer kind of like fit into society well or be a communal person because of the hurt that they have been through. So it's really hard to decipher. And I think that's why God is the only one that can judge, because we don't know what someone has been through to turn them into what they are. And so we have to let that be and understand that they're on their, wherever that path is taking them, that's where they're going to go. But it can destroy and touch so many lives in the wrong way, unfortunately. But sometimes that's just the way that it is, and that's how it works in this realm. And we have to forge on and do the best that we can to be the whole person God has called us to be, as we go forth. But I love thinking about, and I think this is important for everybody to think about, what they can barter with while they're here, What is your backup plan if the bank's closed? What is it? What is your skills, and how can you pair with your neighbors or pair with someone down the street? Or do you have a plan if something was to happen? So that's a good conversation to have. What if money just didn't exist? And how would relationships work? I love it. I love it. Do any of you have what if questions? What if? Or what if scenario? How many of you have pets? I always wondered what if my dog could talk? What if my dog could talk? So I got a Rottie. She's 7 years old, which is that I really haven't had that conversation. You really got me thinking. I love that. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. I wasn't really thinking about that. I was thinking, I said, oh, I'll come in and do the what if game. So I did the what if you could travel anywhere question, right? But then I was thinking, wait, what if money didn't exist? What would we do? Like, and then I'm like, well, man, we're in a climate right now in this world where this is something that's real. Maybe we really need to think about this thing. Oh my goodness. So I was so what was I saying about, oh, what if our dog, if your pets could talk, what would they say? So I have my Rottie Zuri, and she always got an attitude because she's a girl dog. And so I always wonder because she gives me these looks. But what if your pet could talk? I wonder what they would say. I know she would have a lot to say about me. She'd probably tell me to pack my bags and go, that her and my husband could just stay in the house together and I need to go find a place to be. So, girl dogs, they always got an attitude when they're with the female versus when they're with the male of the house. They get all protective of him versus, us just hanging out. She always got some attitude with me. I'm only her friend when I can feed her and pet her. And that's it, Hunzuri. That's it. So yes. Miss Nydia, do you have a what if question? I had some little notes here for the what if. I'm trying to think if I had any more. Oh, you want to get it? What kind of pet do you want to get? Are you a dog or a cat person? Or are you going to say something like really crazy, like a chinchilla or or like a lizard or something? And I chinchillas are cute though. I don't know about no. You can't. Oh, why can't you have one? Why can't you have a pet? What is going on? You'd like a small dog? Okay. I wanted a small dog and my husband wouldn't let me have one. Mm-mm. Oh, your husband said, yeah, I had to fight for my Rottie. And then I wanted a small, like, teacup dog, that I could carry around and be all cute. He said he was not walking any kind of little dog, that he's a grown man and what he looked like walking down the street with a little tiny dog. So I got a Rottie, which is my favorite dog. It's just that I had back surgery, so I knew she would be a lot for me. But I love her anyway. She's beautiful and sweet. Yes. So I got a dog. I got a big dog. And but yes, we had to discuss that a lot. I know husbands can be something when you want something. But hopefully one day he'll change his mind and you can get a tiny little doggy or something. I don't know. I hate that for you. It's working, so if I didn't respond. So if I don't respond. Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. No problem. Oh, I just appreciate you coming in, even if it's for a little bit. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I gotta do the little hearts here. All right. So now that's my dog. I'm sorry, y'all. We had some deer outside, a family of deer, and she don't like the deer. And I done told her to be nice to the deer, and she just refuses to listen. She is about that violence. And she's the sweetest thing in the world. She probably just run up and then start playing with the deer. Well, maybe not, because I told her them deer don't play very nice, and they probably kick her in her face, keep messing with them. So mean. Anyways, Anyways, I don't know who's in here. I got 3 people. I got Nitya in here. Explore Meg was with us. If you are in here and you do not know lyrics at Nitya, or if you don't know Explore Meg, please go and follow them. They have amazing channels. Yes. And I'm not going to be on here too much longer. I just wanted to come in. I don't like doing long. She is protecting the house. CEO 369 says she's protected. She is not protected. She just like to make some noise. She don't like nobody to be on the territory, honey. Nobody. Don't even don't look down our street. Because if she feels like your eyes are on our house, she gonna start barking. And it's just ridiculous. So I just let you know. So we got CEO 369 Consulting in the house. If you do not know him, you got to check him out. He is amazing. So he just talks about being the CEO of your life. So while I continue, I still got a few minutes left. We're doing the what if game. What if you had a video that went viral and you got everything you wanted from YouTube? What would be your next move? Let's end it on that. What would be your next move if you got everything you're working hard here and you hit, like, I don't know, 1.6 million views? I've seen people in the millions. And then you got what you wanted. What would be your next move? What would you want to do next? How would you celebrate that? That's what I want to know. I think that would be cool to know, because I feel like a lot of people, they want to get somewhere. They have a number and they want to be there, but they don't have a plan for when they get there. What is the next step? What is the next level, right? Do you keep on doing, or does it parlay into something else? What would you do? Anybody? Bueller? I would just like to know, what would you do? Me, I would definitely push Rooted Vines more. My coaching would be more, and I would throw a lot more events. Because one thing I do want to do is throw my first tea party. I'm a little scared. CEO of Cash, what is going on with you? Hey, family, what is going on, CEO of Cash? Y'all in here? I know everybody in here, but if you're new and you checking out the replay, please make sure you go check out CEO of Cash, subscribe, and she has a fantastic channel. Chauncey Anderson says if he hit and was and got everything he wanted from YouTube, he would continue to build up his community. Oh, that's wonderful. So CEO said that if he got everything he wanted, he desired out of the goals that he's getting on YouTube, he would just continue on and continue to uplift and build the community. That's amazing. Yes, CEO, we got to give you some love. You be putting in the work over there. Yes. And then Nydia's in the house. She's doing some work, so she's back and forth. So give her some time to say hello. But yes. Oh, CEO Cash, did you see that I hit 100 subscribers? Number one, thank you. Thank you for being one of my subscribers. I appreciate it. It's a long time coming, and I appreciate everybody who has come and shared and subscribed. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, I hit 100. Yes, ma'am. Yes. So hey, CEO Cash, this is a good one for you. Look, me and Nydia was talking about, because we were playing the what if game. What if money did not exist anymore? What if money did not exist anymore? We were talking about how relationships would change. And then we were talking about, what would your plan be? Like if we woke up, hey, Healthy Kitchen Wizard, hello. Hey, if y'all don't know Healthy Kitchen Wizard, which I think y'all all do, she is the gangster in the kitchen. She puts the meals down and she be serious. She don't even smile until the meal is done and she's eating, okay? She's in there. She's doing her thing. I love watching Healthy Kitchen Wizard. So we were talking about if money did not exist, if we woke up tomorrow and all the banks were gone and our dollars were worth zero, what would you have in your home that you could barter with? What would you be able to do to help continue to sustain your living? I want to know. Does anyone have plans? Nydia had some good tips and advice. And we were talking about, hey, food for, oh my goodness. Food forest, permaculture is in the house. And this is a good question for you guys. I just made some banana muffins. Ooh, yes, yes. Oh, Food Forest says, hi, Earthlings. I love it. I love it. Wait a minute. CEO of Cash says, I have gold earrings to sell and sell my services. Okay. Hey, Caribbean girl. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you so much. Look, okay. So we were talking about if money didn't exist and it was gone and there was $0, CEO of Cash says she sell her gold earrings and services. So what would you sell them for? Because money doesn't exist anymore. So would you want someone to give you food? Would you want someone to give you candles, fuel? What would you want in when you barter with someone? And what would you have right now in your home? If everything's shut down right now, what do you have in your home right now that you would think someone else would want and you could exchange? And Nydia was saying it was a good question because, especially with the climate today, playing the what if game, that was pretty interesting. And then I asked, what would relationships look like? Because a lot of people are talking about, oh, someone has to make this money or make this kind of, this amount of money. And Nydia said men would have to know how to hunt and fish, right? The men would have to become outdoorsy. And I said, oh, we in trouble. We in trouble. I would want to. I want Hinkles, veggies. I have a machine to make t-shirts. Okay. All right. So clothes, and then vegetables you would want. Candles. Oh, candles. I would want candles and veggies. And then I have a machine to make t-shirts. And Healthy Kitchen Wizard said, I would want someone to care about me. I will give them true love. Okay, look, Healthy Kitchen Wizard. I love that answer. But love don't keep you warm in winter nights down here. He's going to have to know how to build a fire. He's going to have to know how to build a fire, honey, and get out there and fish. Love do not pay bills. Yes, yes. I know it sounds good, right? Because we all grow up with the fairy tales like love will see me through. Love will but honey, when money don't exist and you got to eat and you got to stay warm and you got to stay fed and clothed, it would be wild. She said, yes, it does. Oh, wait a minute. Healthy Kitchen. I'm not sure what Healthy Kitchen Wizard is talking about, but okay, Food Forest says buy, sell, trade, barter. Yeah, the bartering system. Share anything you can. Booze and drugs are the most. Yes, absolutely. Are wanted by humans, have lost their way. Cigarettes and meds are good trading items. Food Forest is absolutely right. And I tell people that all the time. Though I have a tea business, a lot of the teas are herbs. People will need medicine. They will need booze for cleansing, for anesthesia, all of that. Booze is good. Cigarettes is good. They are absolutely right. When it comes to bartering, those things are very important. Flour, rice, and you got to be able to maintain your flour and know how to keep it where it won't go bad. So that is so true. Healthy Kitchen Wizard said, "Love will get you through anything. Plant a garden to get food and take care." Yes, I encourage everyone to plant a garden. And even if you're in an apartment, you could do a herbal garden because herbs are just as important as the rest of the stuff that's in the garden, right? And it's going to keep you healthy. It's going to be for medicine. It's going to be for sustenance, all of that. I need to healthy. Look after your village, and your village will look at you after you. I think that's what Healthy Kitchen Wizard was alluding to, that if we look out for each other and you give, people will give unto you. And I hope that is still true in this day and age. And it's so good if you do not know your neighbors, because I know a lot of people like to live in a silo. But if you do not know your neighbors, to get out and talk to your neighbors and get to know your neighbors. So if you ever need anything, if you ever need some help, they would be willing to come and help you because you've already built that relationship, right? So we have to get out there and start building relationships, because we have gotten away from that. People don't know their neighbors. They don't wave anymore. They don't say hi. Nobody comes by and checks on the elderly couple across the street. Do you need me to help you bring out your trash, or mow your lawn, or do you need something to eat? Because there's a lot of look, I worked in the medical field for 28 years, and 10 years was in the ER. And when I was in the ER, I would take care of patients in there, and it was so sad to see that these people in their 80s and 90s would have children who would never visit. And you know who was bringing them in? Their neighbors. Their neighbors were checking on them. When they got sick, their neighbors would drive them to the ER. They would help them and stay with them. Their own family wasn't there. So when I say your neighbors are very integral in how you live your life, I have seen that full blown. Neighbors need neighbors. That is so, yes, neighbors are great. Learn to forage, go to the ocean. Yes, the kelp, the clams, the crab, absolutely is available in the ocean. Yes. And Healthy Kitchen Wizard says she cooks for her neighbors. They are so lucky, girl. You need to send me a plate. But they are so lucky to have you and to have someone who shares with the community, because you will be loved and taken care of. When you need help, they will be there for you. So when we talk about today's climate and the what if game, if money didn't exist, it's very important. Radish is number one, as in 3 weeks you have a set. Oh, I love that. I love that. I like radish too. It's a little spicy and hot to me, but I love it in a salad, and it's so healthy for you as well. And if you guys don't know, if you want to know more about plants and all of that, you need to hit up Food Forest permaculture, because got everything going on. Get everything. When I saw the you were doing the garden and you had the fish heads. Oh my goodness. I was like, someone had told me a long time ago to do that, but then I wasn't sure if there was, like, how fish and stuff smells, and I live in an HOA, unfortunately. Y'all probably have, land and all of that. I always wondered if it brings like a smell or animals, because I'm always scared of that. But man, sprouts and microgreens is quick and easy. Microgreens is a big thing coming up, and I think a lot of people are learning about that, because you can make a lot of microgreens, set up your garage, set up a room near your kitchen or something, and just grow those microgreens, and you're gonna be good. So yeah, definitely start a garden, start a kitchen herb garden. Start, small if you don't know much, and then, like I said, go over there to Food Forest Permaculture. You can learn everything you need to learn right there. Making soil, that's what you were doing. You were making soil, and your soil was beautiful. You called it black gold. Beautiful soil. I was like, my plants would love it. Yes, Lyrics by Nydia, you must start a garden, love. It's very easy. And if you're not sure, just start off with some herbs. They take off by themselves. They don't need a lot. Very easy to take care of. And then slowly, I always grow what I eat. If I don't eat it, I'm not growing it, because you grow plenty of it, right? So grow what you eat, and it'll help you nowadays. Hey, Miss Selena. Oh my goodness. Hey there. It will help you as you grow. It'll help you bring down the cost of groceries as well. Because y'all know fruits and vegetables, they are a pretty penny right now. Fresh herbs are the best. Yes. Healthy Kitchen Wizard said fresh herbs and they are the best. And they're easy to grow. Beautiful black gold is made from free biomass in your local supermarket. Free biomass. What is free biomass? I haven't heard of that before. That's why I gotta get back over there to your channel and watch it. I enjoy your channel. Um, free biomass. I need to know about that. So, Selena, we were talking about if you woke up tomorrow and money, all the banks were closed and your money was worth nothing. What do you have in your home that you could barter? What would you be able to barter with to use as money, or skills? What type of skills would you have to generate? You can't generate revenue, but like a bartering system. So we were talking about that, and then so we were talking about making sure you had a garden or herb garden. So hopefully we get the answer for free biomass. Barter skills, let me think. Yes, what type of skills do you have? Because we were talking about how men would have to hunt and be able to make fire for people to come. Kitchen scraps, leaves, wood. Oh, that's what you call it. Okay, because I saw you had that big bag and you were putting it in the ground, but I didn't know that's what it was called, biomass. Look, Healthy Kitchen Wizard said Nydia can barter her lyrics. Wait, you know what? She may be able to, because in the time of need, we gonna need somebody to help calm our spirit. We gonna need something to kind of woosah when you start going through some stuff like that. Selena says she has a first aid certificate. There we go. Selena got a skill that can be used. So when people get sick or ill, they can come to you. Yes, you have a skill, honey. So that is great. And yes, you can tell people, look, you can tell people if they're going to make it or not through the tarot readings as you're taking care of them. I agree. So Food Forest Permaculture said, learn as much skills as you can. And I agree. Whether it's first aid, CPR, how to splint a leg, having alcohol, tequila, rum in your house, those type of things. Make sure you have some herbs on hand. Make sure you have a garden, candles, matches, right? Yes, you do have to laugh. Have some matches on board. Make sure you know how to start a fire. Okay, so just the simplest of things, because you would be surprised how many people around you probably don't have those skills. So you might be the one. Okay, you might be the one. And make sure you have tea. And I tell people that, right? Because tea is just not tea, especially because I deal in loose leaf tea. But those are herbs. You separate those are herbs. I got herbs for your nerves that help you sleep, for digestion, a lot yarrow for like if you soaked yarrow and use that if you're bleeding, that will help clot. Like there's a lot of different things herbs can do. And so even though they're teas, they're actually medicinal for your health, right? And for your mind. So yes, seeds from, yes, eggplant. Did you buy the store? I do that. So I got strawberries going from the store. I have planted tomatoes from the store. Just cut them up, throw them in there, and you get like a plethora of tomatoes. Peppers, I've done peppers that way. So you can start a garden for the low because you already got a lot of the seeds in there. I got a lemon. Where's my little lemon? Look, I threw some lemon. Hold on, y'all. I threw some lemon in a pot. And my little lemon's growing, and I have a huge lemon tree over in the corner in the kitchen growing. So yes, you can. It's easy. It doesn't take a lot, right? It doesn't take a lot. Moss and pine pitch was the mainstay of medics during World War One. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, there's a documentary on medics from World War One and the things that they did to help keep people alive, and the different things that they forged around to use as well. So, I didn't get your. Oh, okay. So yes, I want to make sure that you guys are ready for anything. Anything could happen, a natural disaster, but anything could happen. So when we just think about that, when we play the what if game, I didn't know it was going to get this deep, but I'm glad because we got a lot of people in here who have some skills. And then it just, Nydia said it got her mind thinking, like, what would she do? What could they do? You know, what would the next move be if all things just went by the wayside? So it's just a good thing to, talk about and think about. And I'm so glad Food Force Permaculture is here, because if you watch their channel, you can see that the garden, the soil, what they're planting, it is just it's truly amazing. Like when I watch it, I was like, man, I want to be able to do that, but I can. I'm just going to keep watching the channel. I can. They're teaching. So I love that. Healthy Kitchen Wizard said, go fishing and cook over the fire outdoors. That's another thing. So how many of you guys, when you talk about cooking, have cast iron pots? How many have like cast iron pots and frying pans and all with the cast iron? Because that cast iron, it retains heat, but you can put it over like a fire that you make outside. Oh, okay. Healthy Kitchen Wizard says she does. I love cast irons because you can use them wherever, right? And so in an emergency, or if you had to be outside camping in a tent, those cast iron pots are going to be gold, right? Selena says, I don't have cast iron, but I keep considering it. I think cast irons are a must have, especially if stuff goes sideways. You're going to always have some good pots and pans, and them things can go through everything. They've been through everything and they can keep going. People pass their cast iron pots down in families from great grandmas all the way down. That's how long they can survive. So it's great to have those. Yes, you do have to take care of them. Let me tell you something, Healthy Kitchen Wizard. CEO, one day I had used my cast iron pot and I came downstairs and he had my whole cast iron pot in the sink with water soaking. Girl, I almost died. I almost died. I came down. I was like, my cast iron, what you doing? You can't soak a cast iron pot. What's going on? He's looking at me like deer headlights, like, what's the problem? I'm like, oh my God, my cast iron. That hurt my heart that morning. I was like, I told him when the cast irons are, I'll deal with the cast irons. Don't ever touch my cast irons, okay? Don't do that. Food Forest says fish traps and nets work best. Yes, honey. Not I'm soaking it. Yes, honey. He said I'm soaking it. Oh, my heart just fell to the floor. Look. Fish traps and net. You know what? I probably need to get a fishing net because I went fishing once, y'all. Let me tell you. Someone took me fishing. I went fishing and it was on a little lake and it was where a lot of veterans fish, right? So the veterans out there, they fishing and I'm out there and I'm not, look, I grew up in Alaska and I didn't like fishing. My uncle would take us fishing so that we could watch out for the bears. We were the bear watchers. So anyways, but I ain't like fishing. I did ice fishing, all of that. So I went fishing one time and I was like, okay, I threw my thing out there. I'm not thinking a fish is going to jump on my line. Honey, that thing started tugging. And so the person was like, reel it in. So I'm reeling it in. I see the fish, it's coming closer. And I'm like, they're like, keep reeling. I'm reeling. That thing got on the rocks. I thought it was chasing me. Why? I'm running away with the pole this way and the fish coming. They had to chase me down. I had the fish on the hook and I'm like dragging them through the dirt, the grass. I said, fishing is not for me. They were like, baby, stop moving, stop. We got it. I said, that fish ain't gonna jump on me. I said, fishing ain't for me. That was the last time I went fishing. I said, I done caught something and almost died. I couldn't do it. He said, I'm not so good at it. On YouTube, there is a video on how to take the salt out of salt water as you can't drink salt. I love that. And then Food Forest, I saw they have those like filters, emergency filters. I think Scott's what it what's his name loves Scott Swede, Selena. He did something on a water filter on his video, and I thought that was so cool. Healthy Kitchen Wizard, I love to go fishing. Honey, you can keep the fishing. CEO of Cash, Alaska is so cold. It's only cold in the winter, but the winter lasts about 9 months. That's so, oh, the filter straw. Yes, he did the thing on the filter straw. Yeah, boil all water. I agree. You have to make sure that you get the toxins, bacteria, whatever is living in there out of there. She said, "Oh, 9 months is too long." Yeah. You know what it is? The cold didn't bother me, but it was the darkness because in Alaska it stays dark so long. For those 3 to 4 months, it's like pitch dark. And so that can drive you crazy. As I got older, when I was little, it never bothered me. But as I got older, I just was like, man, I can't take another winter of darkness. It wasn't necessarily the cold. She's a big baby. CEO 92. CEO 369 consult. Oh, are you saying I'm a big baby? Look, that fish was trying to get me, and I was not playing. I had to go, honey. I had to I had to, those veterans is out there trying to catch me so quick. Just watching the cold makes me feel cold. Healthy Kitchen Wizard, are you in Florida? I would know. Every time I watch your videos, it looks like you're in Florida. I could be wrong, but you look like you're in Florida. Is that where you're at? Because I could see why just seeing the cold would make you cold. Deep spring water will be without, oh, as it is from deep in the ground. As the radiation sinks over time, forget the water from the ground. Oh, now that's interesting. Deep spring water will be without rate. That is pretty interesting. Oh, Healthy Kid, you are from Florida. Okay, I was right. It looked like you were you Floridian. You look like you're a Floridian. Yes. I'm a Florida baby. Okay. I got a lot of family in Florida. I'm working here in the background. No problem, CO Cash. I just appreciate y'all being on. Look, we are what my time is almost up. Look, I don't like to keep people for a long time. I'm not trying to do all that. I like to do at least 30 minutes to an hour if I do my live. And I have really learned a lot from all of you, especially food forest permaculture. And I'm really going to look into that deep spring water thing. I think that's amazing. I was told once that, what was it? Not Tennessee. Was it Tennessee? There's a state with natural water where if everything went left, that the water there would be good. But I can't remember who it was. They were in a agricultural class, and I can't remember what state it was. Find you a cave for shelter. Oh, look, CEO is always trying to run to danger, honey. He's trying to kill me. Run them watch hours up, girl. Look, I'm going to do my little videos. I don't know about the watch hours. 5 goats will give you milk, cheese, and butter, meat, and hide. See, okay, so I need food forest permaculture. You need to do like charge people for retreat for survival lessons, for the basic survival lessons. And as they graduate, they can go up to the next. Because I don't know how to do that. I just don't know how to, and I don't know if I'm going to slaughter an animal, but the milk, cheese, and butter is important, right? But yeah, do like a survival class where people could come and actually learn like the basics. And then as they learn the basics, they can pay you again to go up to the next level so that they will have the skills that they need. Now, I don't know what state you're in, food forest permaculture. Where are you at? When cold outside. Red chickens will lay eggs when cold outside. Good eating. You will learn as you go, and in need as you are hungry. Well, that's true. Well, that is true. If you hungry enough, you will figure it out. I wouldn't want to do that because I know my skill set when it comes to that. Like I'm your medical person, but I'm not your go kill him. I remember my grandma. So she had chickens, and I remember watching her once. Like she would catch the chicken and wring the neck, and I would be like literally traumatized. And she go out there and she just cut it off and pluck the chicken and do her thing. And oh, honey, no, that I don't think I could do that. being out in the elements, but the nature would get rude about. Yes, I'm not that girl. I'm not. I am on southern Vancouver Island. Oh, 5 hours north of Seattle. Okay. So me and CEO, we lived in Tacoma, and actually he worked in Seattle. So I know exactly where you are. I have been to Vancouver Island for vacation, little getaway time. So I know exactly where you're at. It's beautiful there. Absolutely beautiful. I have come to Rhode Island a lot. Okay. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful there. So amazing. Vancouver Island. CEO, you see that? Food forest permaculture. Southern Vancouver Island, 5 hours north of Seattle. That's where they're at. That's amazing. Amazing. So yes. So I'm sure you do need to, a lot about being in the elements. Oh, you build urban food forests in the city. Really? Now that's interesting. In Seattle? Like where I've never seen a urban food forest in the city. Now that is pretty interesting. You got to tell me where, like, at least where one of them is so I can check that out. We have children that are still there in Washington. Yeah, we still have children there that are, I think we have three grown children that are in Washington. So, yeah, that is so interesting. Food. Yes. Please check out the channel, because if you're into growing and learning stuff, another thing that I don't know, did you do I think he made something called sewage, or I'm saying this wrong, please forgive me, but the little food for the birdies, because I'm going to try that because I get lots of hummingbirds, but I would like to have a lot more. In Victoria, British Columbia, I have built 9. I do take tours and can stay in the. Wow. I didn't know that. That is so cool. Yeah, it's beautiful over there too. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful over there. That is amazing. I think that is something that we need to do here all over the United States. Actually, I don't, I see those videos or memes or quotes where, they're like, why don't we just put fruit trees all over the place so everybody would be able to eat, right? If you just plant like food everywhere in these parks and places where people would always have something to eat, because we do have community gardens, but you got to be a part of the group to, you got to get your hands dirty to share in the harvest, which is fine. But I think we need a lot more of that. I think we need a lot more of that. So that is awesome that you do that. That is really awesome. I didn't know that you did all of that. So yeah, I got to get deeper into your channel because I'm a new subscriber. So I've watched a few of your videos, but I definitely have to get in there and watch a lot more because the knowledge that you share is ridiculous. Yes. I would really implore all of you to check out, to have food forest permaculture on there, because if you want to learn how to grow, if you want to learn how to survive, if you want to understand the different layers and levels of nature, that is the channel. Because I went there and I was like, what? My mind was blown. I was like, wow. Because I can see that you actually live that life, and obviously you do, because you do it for a living. But I could tell when I watched your channel, I was like, oh, this is what they do. Like, this is who they are. And I thought it was beautiful. So definitely you got a subscriber for life, because I think the knowledge that you're putting out is something that people really need. They may not know they need it, but what you have going is really special. So I appreciate the time that you take to share that information, because I'm learning a lot, because I do a lot of house plants. I'm not the best gardener, but I want to be better. And so I think your channel will do that for me. So yes. Look, you guys, I'm not going to keep you on. It's almost 1 hour. I want to thank you guys so much. Number one, that I hit 100 subscribers. My mind is blown, okay, that I hit 100 subscribers. I want to thank each and every one of you that came on and spent your hard-earned quality time with me, whether it's 2 seconds or a minute or even longer. I appreciate every single one of you. And thank you for your channels and for what you do, because I really enjoy all of you. Healthy Kitchen Wizard, the gangster of the kitchen. Yes, I love seeing what she's making. I definitely got to go check out the banana muffins. Lyrics by Nydia, who keeps my spirit up. When I'm in the house and I'm cleaning, I put on her music. When I'm in the car, I put on her music. It's something that keeps my mind on the most high and keeps me going. CEO Cash out there doing her thing. Always got a motivational speech. Food Forest Permaculture, keeping us alive, teaching us how to be one with nature. I absolutely love it. So Selena out there giving us the blueprint for our life. We love you. We thank you for that. You guys are amazing. And CEO 369 Consulting, teaching us how to be the CEO of our lives, how to take charge, how to create the environment that we want to be a part of, how to create family, and how to build on that which we are dreaming and visualizing. So, and new skills. And Caribbean Girl Tony, I love her channel. If you have not checked out her channel, please check out her channel. She's over there in beautiful Grenada. She does little tours of her where she lives. It's really relaxing. And Explore with Meg, I'm not sure she's still on here, but check on her channel too, because if you love to travel, she even has this one I really love, because I'm a big reader. I love to read. And she had like the top 10 or top 5 libraries, like distinguished libraries. I thought that was so cool. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a video for me, because I love books. So make sure you guys go out, support each other, show each other love. You guys are doing amazing things. You're walking in your gifts that the Most High has given you. And I think all of you are beautiful, and you're just doing it. So I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I hope we had a great conversation where you could think about what you would do if all heck broke loose, what skills you have. Make sure you get out there and learn something new, like Forest Food Permaculture said. Make sure you get a skill. Make sure you hone in on something. If you got to get some liquor bottles and keep them hidden, if you got to get some herbs and keep those candles, whatever it is, make sure that you are preparing yourself, right? And we don't want to think negatively. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, but I do want to be a realist. Okay. So you guys take care. I love you all. And as always here at Rooted Vines, I pray whatever you desire, whatever you seek in your life, that it is seeking and desiring you. Stay rooted, family. Bye. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I got my own little song I'll kick out. Do, 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 do. Love you, Lyrics by Nydia. You keep doing your thing, girl. I'm here to support you, hun. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Bye, Caribbean Girl Tony. Bye.